watch Netflix too much, but there was a movie, a Peaky Blinders movie, a new movie called Immortal Man. Have you seen the Peaky Blinders series?
I've seen I've seen the bits of it, but very
Yeah.
disjointedly, so I
Yeah.
didn't follow
This
it all
was
the way.
a film, so it wasn't a series, and it was during World War II, and there was an English guy who was a trader. He was working with the Germans too. And they brought in, I think, 350 million pounds of £5 notes from Germany to like flood the UK economy. And the one of the Peaky Blinders, the son of I forgot his name, the guy who ran it, when he was involved. Eventually, they burnt all the notes because that was, the Germans wanted to. But that was interesting, and I think they did. That it's a true story. They did print a lot of Bank of England notes in the concentration camps, and they flooded the UK with these fake notes, and it led to a lot of inflation. And you told me, remember that the Portuguese guy in the 1920s was good.
That's right. There was this guy back in the 1920s uh, managed to persuade Waterloo, so I think the banknote printers in the UK, but for the local banknotes, he managed to persuade them to reprint the entirety of the Portuguese money supply, or at least in the high
Yeah.
denomination notes. And he then went back to Portugal and started buying up everything under the sun, including a bank, to launder all the money that had been
I know.
printed from the UK.
And then
But
it
what
wasn't even counterfeit, but it was the
genuine
people.
notes with genuine
Yeah,
numbers.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
But what that did, which was quite surprising, it turned the Portuguese economy, which was completely moribund, into a dynamic, thriving economy, because suddenly everybody was having their businesses bought up and their houses bought up, so everybody had money, and the prices of everything were rising, including, of course, gold and silver, but also the prices of businesses and the the price of buying foreign exchange, like British pounds or dollars. Those things were rising in value against the Portuguese escudo. Put another way, the Portuguese escudo was falling in price,
Yeah,
and they suspected him of being a forger, but they couldn't prove it because they sent
yeah,
a team from the Central Bank of Portugal to inspect his banknotes, and they were all genuine.
yeah. And I think, I mean, the economy probably later collapsed because it's not sustainable. What was his name? Artur.
Arturo dos Reis. Dos
Yeah,
Reis.
I think it was very, yeah, it's good. It was an interesting thing. I watched a series of Portuguese, and I felt